Welcome to The Bold and the Beautiful, a heartfelt tale that explores the depths of love, sacrifice, and the human spirit in the face of adversity. Today, we embark on a journey that revolves around Liam, his daughter Kelly, and the people who care deeply about him. This story is one of courage, determination, and the delicate balance between hope and reality. Let's dive into this emotional narrative together. Liam was a devoted father who cherished his daughter Kelly above all else. Their bond was unbreakable, and Liam always made it a priority to be present in her life. When Kelly excitedly invited him to her school dance, Liam promised her that he would be there. For Kelly, this promise meant the world. She envisioned dancing with her father at an event that symbolized joy, family, and celebration. Liam understood how much this moment meant to his daughter, and he was determined not to let her down. However, Liam's health was far from stable. He had been hospitalized due to a serious condition, a tumor that was deemed inoperable. The tumor posed unpredictable risks to his health, requiring constant medical supervision. Despite these challenges, Liam's resolve to attend Kelly's dance never wavered. He believed that his absence would deeply hurt Kelly's feelings and leave a void in her heart. To him, being there for his daughter was more important than anything else. As the day of the dance approached, Liam began preparing for what he saw as an essential mission to fulfill his promise to Kelly. He knew that leaving the hospital would be risky, but he couldn't bear the thought of disappointing his little girl. His determination grew stronger with each passing moment, even as those around him expressed concern about his decision. Grace, Liam's doctor and close confidant, was among those who tried to dissuade him from leaving the hospital. Grace had been overseeing Liam's treatment and understood the gravity of his condition better than anyone else. She knew that Liam's health was fragile and that any sudden strain could lead to catastrophic consequences. Grace pleaded with him to reconsider his decision, emphasizing that his body wasn't strong enough to endure the physical exertion of attending the dance. Grace wasn't alone in her concerns. She brought up Liam's condition during discussions with Finn and Bill, two individuals who cared deeply about Liam's well-being. Together, they tried to assess the situation and come up with a plan to manage Liam's health while addressing his desire to attend Kelly's dance. Grace explained that the tumor was inoperable due to its location and complexity. This meant that Liam would have to live with it indefinitely, relying on medical monitoring and supportive care to manage its effects. The uncertainty surrounding Liam's condition added another layer of complexity to their discussions. While they could track the tumor's impact on his health through tests and observations, there was no way to predict how it might evolve over time. This unpredictability left everyone feeling helpless yet determined to support Liam in any way they could. Despite their collective efforts to persuade him otherwise, Liam remained steadfast in his decision. He believed that attending Kelly's dance was not just a promise but a duty, a way of showing his love for her in a tangible way. In his mind, missing this event would be akin to breaking her heart, something he couldn't bring himself to do. On the day of the dance, Liam made a bold move. He secretly disconnected himself from the medical equipment monitoring his condition and left the hospital without informing anyone. His determination outweighed his fear of potential consequences as he set out on this risky journey. When Liam arrived at Kelly's school dance, he was greeted with joy and excitement by his daughter. Kelly had been eagerly waiting for her father's arrival, and seeing him walk through the doors filled her heart with happiness. Together, they danced under the shimmering lights of the school gymnasium, a moment that felt magical for both father and daughter. For those few hours at the dance, all worries seemed to fade away. Liam focused solely on making Kelly happy, cherishing every second they spent together. It was a moment of pure love, a testament to their unbreakable bond as father and daughter. However, reality soon caught up with them. On their way home from the dance, Liam began feeling unwell. The strain of leaving the hospital and exerting himself at the dance had taken a toll on his fragile body. Before they could reach home safely, Liam collapsed unexpectedly. Kelly panicked as she saw her father unconscious and unresponsive. Emergency services were called immediately and Liam was rushed back to the hospital where he had been receiving treatment earlier. Doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize him as they prepared for emergency surgery. The atmosphere in the hospital was tense as everyone awaited news about Liam's condition. Grace felt a deep sense of guilt for not being able to prevent him from leaving earlier. Finn and Bill were equally distraught as they grappled with their inability to protect their friend from harm. Tragically, despite all efforts by medical professionals, Liam passed away during surgery due to complications arising from his condition. His death sent shockwaves through everyone who knew him. Family members, friends, colleagues, all were left grappling with grief over losing someone so dear. Kelly struggled immensely with her father's sudden death. She couldn't understand why someone who loved her so much had been taken away so abruptly. Grace felt heartbroken knowing how much Liam had sacrificed just so he could keep his promise, a sacrifice that ultimately cost him his life. Kelly's grief was profound, but it was also accompanied by an understanding of her father's love. Though she was young, she could sense that Liam had made a choice to prioritize her happiness above his own well-being. As days turned into weeks, Kelly often replayed the memory of their dance in her mind. The way her father smiled at her, the way he held her hand as they moved across the floor, it was a memory she would treasure forever. It became a source of comfort, a reminder that her father's love was eternal. For Grace, Finn, and Bill, Liam's passing left a void that was difficult to fill. Grace, in particular, struggled with feelings of guilt and helplessness. She had dedicated her life to saving others, yet she couldn't save Liam from the fate dictated by his illness. She often found herself questioning whether there was something more she could have done. Some way to convince him to stay in the hospital or some treatment option they hadn't yet explored. Finn, who had always admired Liam's strength and resilience, found himself reflecting on the fragility of life. He realized that while medical science could do incredible things, it couldn't always provide all the answers or guarantees. Liam's case reminded him of the importance of cherishing every moment with loved ones and living life with purpose. Bill, on the other hand, channeled his grief into action. He decided to honor Liam's memory by supporting Kelly and ensuring she had everything she needed to thrive. Bill became a pillar of strength for Kelly, stepping into a more active role in her life. He wanted to make sure that Kelly never felt alone or unsupported after losing her father. In reflecting on this story within The Bold and the Beautiful, we see how one man's love and sacrifice left an indelible mark on everyone around him. Liam's decision to prioritize his daughter's happiness over his own safety may have been risky, but it was also an act of profound love that resonated deeply with those who knew him. This tale reminds us of the complexities of human relationships, the joy they bring, but also the pain they can cause when loss occurs. It teaches us about resilience in the face of adversity and finding ways to honor those we've lost by carrying their lessons forward. As we conclude this journey through the bold and the beautiful, we hope you've been touched by this story of love, sacrifice, and hope. Thank you for joining us in exploring these themes that resonate so deeply with all of us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt stories like this one. If you enjoyed this tale or found it meaningful, please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and cherish every moment with your loved ones.